Stop. This video contains a discussion of emotional and physical abuse. If you've experienced an abusive relationship, consider this your warning. This isn't a story about love. It's a story about control, confusion, and cruelty disguised as care. And today we're pulling the mask off. Meet Kayla Melik. 14 million followers on TikTok, 1.5 million on YouTube. And right now, the internet is watching her heartbreak in 4K. Her latest upload is a 2-hour deep dive on YouTube. Yep, 2 hours! Where she explains everything that went down. But if you're more of a TikTok scroller, don't worry. She also dropped a 9-part series over there like it's an MCU saga, and people are eating it up. Some of the clips are from 2024, and let me tell you, they're not easy to watch. She's crying, visibly shaking, showing her bruises. There's literally a hole in the wall, and she says that was meant for her.
This wasn't for me, but somebody trying to get to me. Thank God for lock.
And the craziest part?
But somebody trying to get to me.
She says it with a laugh, like she's dissociating in real time, laughing through the trauma like it's a punchline. So, yeah, this isn't some vague "he was mean to me" TikTok. This is a full-blown psychological breakdown in parts, and I'm about to break it all down, beat by beat, so you don't have to sit through 120 minutes of emotional whiplash. The rot. Red flags plus manipulation. Let's talk about the decay. The slow, rotting mess hiding underneath this love story. From the start, this guy came off as insecure. Not the, oh, he just really likes her kind of insecure. No, the, every time you breathe near a man, I spiral into jealousy and accuse you of cheating. Insecure.
He always thought that I was lying about my body count or cheating on him. And I can, hand to God, because honestly, if I did cheat on him, I wouldn't give a fuck about saying it, because after all the shit that I was put through. But hand to God, I was so loyal. I never cheated.
And like all great gaslighters, he weaponized that insecurity, twisting innocent moments into betrayals, reading between texts that weren't there, and accusing her of cheating just because she wore makeup or had friends.
And for breakfast, Brennan is a gay man, and my boyfriend at the time was so convinced that he was not gay and that me and him were hooking up the whole time, and I was cheating on him with Brennan, and it was like this whole situation. I never cheated on him. I never texted another guy. Nothing. But in his mind, he was just so convinced.
Meanwhile, he was the one out of control. Alcohol, a major problem. Fun fact, he literally got arrested for a DUI. And instead of reflecting on that, he poured another drink and picked another fight. This wasn't love. This was paranoia, control, and emotional terrorism, covered in tequila and "I'm sorry, baby" texts. The viral whiplash. This story has officially exploded. Kayla's last TikTok, where she shows her marks, visibly trembling, face swollen from crying, that video hit 10 million views in a single day. I screen recorded it just a few hours ago. It's already at 18 million. And the comments? All love. People telling her she's brave, that they believe her, that she's not alone. It's one of the rare moments on TikTok where the algorithm actually sided with the victim.
I wouldn't be here.
So what does he do? Apologize? Show remorse? Stay silent and reflect on the fact that his girlfriend is now publicly documenting the hell he put her through? Nah, my guy posted a video on the beach. Shirtless, looks like the sun's setting, hair wet, towel over his head like a monk who just discovered inner peace. And he's smiling. The vibe is day 3 of my spiritual healing journey, while the internet is literally dragging his name through the volcanic pits of cancellation. Imagine your ex goes public with proof you were abusive, and your first instinct is to post a thirst trap at golden hour. Delusion, audacity, sunscreen. But behind the viral views and ironic sunsets, this is where it actually gets horrifying. Because what Kayla described in those videos wasn't just a bad breakup. It was emotional warfare, physical threats, psychological destruction. She talks about the slow burn, how the control started subtle, jealousy disguised as protection, checking her location under the excuse of safety, telling her she's too pretty to trust. Then came the gaslighting, the guilt tripping, the endless accusations, and then it escalated. The bruises didn't just appear one day. They built up over time. You can see her falling apart in her old TikToks, and we didn't even notice. There's footage where she looks exhausted, twitchy. Her voice cracks when she says she's fine. She shares that he would film her during fights, try to bait her into yelling so he could twist it against her. Classic manipulation tactic. Turned the victim into the villain. Meanwhile, she's left apologizing for bleeding. The hole in the wall? She says that was meant for her, and she laughed when she said it. Because when the trauma gets too loud, your brain starts buffering. This wasn't a bad boyfriend. This was abuse, documented in real time. And now it's public. The delusion. If you're sitting there wondering why didn't she leave? Stop, because that's the wrong question. Abusers don't start with fists. They start with charm, with attention, with "you're the only one who gets me." They love bomb you until you're drowning in dopamine, then start pulling away just enough to keep you chasing. And when the manipulation kicks in, you're not just in a relationship anymore, you're in a psychological trap. One, where you feel guilty for their behavior, where you're constantly working to fix it even when you're not the one breaking it. Kayla said he made her feel like she was the problem, like every bruise was somehow something she provoked. And when she tried to leave, cue the waterworks. The fake apologies, the "I need help, don't abandon me." She stayed because she believed him, because that's what abusers do. They don't just hurt you, they reprogram you. It's not delusion, it's survival. But here's the twist. When she finally broke the silence, the internet didn't look away. It rallied. Evan Johnson, the man she says abused her, is being named, dragged, exposed, not just by her, but by women in her, comment sharing their own stories, saying this happened to them too. This is exactly how their Evan Johnson treated them. The floodgates are open.
This message is for Evan Johnson. If you're not, you could just keep flipping. You're a real piece of shit. You are.
Tell him, Mom. It's more than support. It's collective recognition. Survivors who were silenced are now speaking up, stitching her video, commenting, reclaiming the narrative. And the comments? They're not just supportive, they're demanding action. People are begging her to press charges, telling her, "You're not alone anymore." He doesn't get to walk away from this smiling on a beach. And Kayla? She hasn't backed down. She's posted every single detail, every scar, every voice crack, every screenshot. Her power move wasn't just speaking up, it was refusing to stop. Not after one video, not after 9 parts, not even after 2-hour breakdowns. She took the story that was used to destroy her and made it a public record. Her voice became evidence. Her pain turned into proof.
I have been in arguably one of the worst mentally, physically abusive relationships.
I hope you enjoyed Broadway. I sat by a trash can waiting 30 minutes for your fucking ass. 30 minutes for your fucking ass. Where were you?
The wake up slap. This isn't just Kayla's story. This is a mirror for way too many people. Because every time a story like this goes viral, you know what happens? People wake up. Someone watching this right now is realizing they're living the exact same cycle. Not everyone gets to walk away. Not everyone survives to post the aftermath. And if that makes you uncomfortable, good. Let this be the slap in the face. The "oh my god, that's me." The sign you were waiting for, because abuse isn't always black eyes and broken bones. Sometimes it's slow, pretty, hidden in jokes, wrapped in "I just care about you." But the second someone makes you feel like you're hard to love unless you're in pain, that's not love. That's a warning sign wearing cologne. The aftershock. Right now, Kayla's videos are still gaining views by the millions. Her face is swollen and crying is all over For You pages. Her DMs are flooded. She's not just a TikToker anymore. She's a case study in survival. Meanwhile, Evan, quiet. He took his little towel-on-head beach retreat and disappeared. No apology, no explanation, just vibes. And maybe that's the most chilling part of all. That a man can shatter someone's reality, leave bruises on her skin and scars in her brain, and then go for a walk on the beach like it never happened. But here's the thing he didn't count on. The internet remembers every screenshot, every voice crack, every mark. It's all archived now, and we're watching. So if you're wondering where they stand now, she's healing loudly. He's hiding silently, and the world is slowly learning to tell the difference. His name is. If you've ever made a joke that sounds exactly like his manipulation, check yourself before someone else does it for you. If you're with someone who leaves you confused, paranoid, and constantly apologizing for things you didn't do, that's not love. That's a trap. Run while you still can. And if you are him, if you're watching this from some sunset beach with a towel on your head and a smile on your face, we see you. We remember your name. And no, the comments aren't gonna forget. This isn't over. And now that the silence is broken, it's not going back. Evan Johnson.
Just thinking it's a small thing.
Get the fuck out of me, really. He then runs up to me and shoves me as hard as he can down a subway. And he's just like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "I'm calling the fucking cops." And he takes off and he runs away. This dude shoves me down a fucking subway train, and I'm sitting here saying I can't fucking move. I can't walk. And he fucking runs away before even knowing if I can if I'm okay. Because he was scared of going to jail.